One more selection. It is the very last one. I'm covering it up, but if you guys
LeBron
get this
James.
wrong, okay,
Come on, I'm about to say LeBron James. Come on,
LeBron James.
LeBron is.
He ain't fooling nobody.
What is this? 23? Oh my goodness.
22nd consecutive NBA All-Star selection. How about that?
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world.
LeBron James got selected to another All-Star team again, and if you've been watching the NBA lately, you know exactly what that means. He's barely playing at an All-Star level anymore, but somehow the NBA had to bend over backwards to make sure King James got his legacy nod. Meanwhile, guys who are putting in real work on the court, grinding every night, are getting completely snubbed, and to top it off, LeBron pulled out at the last minute with this mysterious injury that nobody believes. This isn't just disappointing, it's insulting. The All-Star selection is a complete farce and LeBron is at the center of it. The NBA All-Star reserve list is out or whatever. Kawhi Leonard somehow, someway, is not going to be in the All-Star game, which is just mind-boggling. And of course, people are making the comparison that his numbers are way better than LeBron's. He's played in more games than LeBron, all those things. It's his home arena. And somehow in Los Angeles, don't forget Kawhi is from Los Angeles too, Riverside to be exactly right, and he's not going to be a part. No, he wasn't laughing though, that's a problem. Let's be honest, LeBron shouldn't even be an All-Star this year, not even close. But of course he gets the nod because Adam Silver and the NBA have made it very clear LeBron James' name is more important than actual basketball performance. And then of course he pulls out of the game at the last second with some convenient injury. That's the ultimate win. Win for him, he gets to keep his All-Star selection on his resume, brag about making another team, and never actually have to play a meaningful minute. This is classic LeBron. The 2026 All-Star game was already a joke before he even backed out. The dunk contest is a ghost town because the stars won't participate. The skills challenge is basically meaningless, and the actual All-Star game, calling it a game is generous. Most of these guys are going through the motions. LeBron set the tone for this kind of lazy All-Star weekend years ago, and now it's the standard. Is there any part of you that regrets never doing it, and with a procession of people maybe saying they might do it, would it propel you to give it a chance at next year's All-Star game? No, there's no part of me that have regrets about not doing it. Obviously I had a couple moments where I wanted to do it and it just never worked out that way going into the following season either because of injuries or I just wasn't up. I wasn't up for it. But here's the thing that really burns fans. LeBron didn't just take a meaningless All-Star roster spot. He literally took a spot away from someone who actually deserves it. The Western Conference is stacked this year with players playing their tails off, putting up numbers on winning teams and contributing every single night. But the NBA had to clear space for a 41-year-old who, let's be honest, is barely above replacement level anymore. First name that comes to mind: Alperen Sengun. But we move on. Roll Shannon. A monster dunk that you saw. Sengun is having an insane season, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1.4 steals per game, his second in the entire NBA in double-doubles. Rockets, one of the top teams in the Western Conference, he's literally checking every box for an All-Star, yet the NBA ignored him. Why? Because LeBron needs his annual legacy selection. That's the cold, ugly truth. Then there's Julius Randle over in Minnesota, now Randle into the paint. Randle is quietly having one of the best seasons of his career, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists per game, and he hasn't missed a single game all year, not one. He's showing up, putting in work every night, and performing at a level that deserves recognition. Meanwhile, LeBron is managing his load like he's a fragile museum artifact. No offense to museum artifacts. But Randle and Sengun are the kind of players All-Star selections were meant for, consistently playing, producing, and helping their teams win, and yet because LeBron's name carries weight, they get snubbed. That's the problem. All-Star selections have completely morphed into popularity contests instead of merit-based awards. If your last name isn't James, you're basically invisible to the voters, no matter how good you are. Now let's talk Los Angeles because that's where it gets really embarrassing for the NBA. LeBron James was the big headliner, right? 22nd NBA All-Star Game appearance for him. Congratulations to LeBron, obviously, it's a big accomplishment, extends his record that he's already had for about 2 years now, but if you do a quick Google search, the top search that comes right after that is how did LeBron get in over Kawhi Leonard, because if you look down the stats, Kawhi Leonard has him beat on every major statistical category, say for assists per game, LeBron's got that, and field goal percentage. which LeBron is up by 0.5%. That's it. But in terms of games played, points, rebounds, steals, blocks, three-point, free throw, box plus minus, VORP, everything favors Kawhi Leonard. In fact, Kawhi Leonard is averaging a career-high 27.7 points per game. Clippers showing up in LA. The Clippers are winning, he's dominating games, and guess what? Snubbed. LeBron James got the nod over him. James Harden also playing better than LeBron this season. Both Kawhi and Harden are healthy, contributing at a high level, and yet neither get selected. Why? Because they're not LeBron James, and that's the brutal reality. Check this stat. There are 23 players in the NBA averaging at least 22 points per game. 17 of them made the All-Star team. That leaves 6 who didn't. 5 of those 6 are in the Western Conference: Kawhi Leonard, Lauri Markkanen, James Harden, De'Aaron Fox, and Julius Randle. These are players performing at elite levels on competitive teams, playing night in and night out, and yet the NBA forced them aside to give a spot to LeBron, whose production this year doesn't even come close to matching theirs. LeBron's team is literally worse when he's on the floor. You want all-stars who actually make a difference. Look at the numbers for these snubbed guys. They're improving their teams. LeBron not even close. Now people love to compare LeBron's late career all-star selections to Michael Jordan's time with the Wizards. That argument is complete nonsense. Let's pull up the numbers. Jordan in 2002, age 38, pre-all-star break, 25.1. points, 6.2 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 1.4 steals per game. Wizards record 26-21. Jordan missed one game plus-minus over +3. Net rating plus 1.4. Jordan was making his team better even at 38. The point being made here is that comparing LeBron James' late career all-star selections to Michael Jordan's Wizards years doesn't hold up. Jordan, at 38 in 2002, was still making his team better, with solid stats: 25. 1 points, 6. 2 rebounds, 5. 2 assists, 1. 4 steals per game, and a positive net rating, +1, 4. LeBron, at 41 in 2026, is posting a -2. 6 plus-minus and a -2. 1 net rating, meaning his team performs worse when he's on the floor. Jordan's only ceremonial all-star nod came in 2003 during his farewell tour, whereas LeBron hasn't announced retirement and seems to be using all-star selections to pad his legacy, even while playing at a fraction of his former level. This year, the excuse of a last-minute injury is criticized as a convenient way to hold a roster spot hostage, blocking deserving players like Alperen Sengun, Julius Randle, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden from recognition. LeBron's longevity argument is highlighted. 23 years in the league sounds impressive, but recent years show him coasting, collecting accolades without truly earning all-star-level performance. Unlike Jordan or Kobe, who left gracefully, LeBron is portrayed as clinging to relevance, with the league complicit. The key takeaway: LeBron's all-star selections in 2026 exemplify a system prioritizing legacy preservation over merit. Stats, team impact, and current performance matter less than protecting his brand, and multiple deserving players are unfairly sidelined. The narrative criticizes the NBA's obsession with keeping him in the spotlight, framing it as damaging to the integrity of all-star honors. If you want, I can make a *** clear, side-by-side comparison chart of LeBron versus Jordan versus deserving 2026 All-Star snubs ** to really illustrate the argument visually. That usually makes this easier to digest. Do you want me to do that?